Okay, so the heart of our system is the two Bluetti AC200Ls. This is generator number 2, and we have generator number 1. And one of the things that you'll notice is that there's a whole ton of extension cords that are plugged in them. So we have probably 8 or even 9 extension cords that run throughout the house, and the reason why we do that is because we did not want to make any electrical changes to this house so that we didn't have to deal with permitting. We've got 3 EcoFlow batteries currently in service. That gives us 15 kilowatts there. We've got the Bluetti B300Ks, which are almost 3 kilowatts a piece. We've got one Victron controller that's on there that's feeding power directly to the main system bus for these batteries. And we've got a couple of the B300s. So you're looking at 32 kilowatts of solar power coming in here. And then in the background there, you'll see there's another 2 Victron controllers there. They're not mounted to any hard surface. We wanted these things to breathe so that they would never overheat. Anyway, that's the system on the inside of the house. Welcome to our very janky solar build. 14.8 kilowatts of it. 2 panels there that run the nighttime shed light. And then the rest of the system powers the house using all these cables that fit through some pre-existing hole that was left by the previous homeowner into our home. We have solar panels mounted on 4x4 pieces of wood, cinder blocks, electric fence posts, and the system was designed to be temporary so that we would be able to move this whenever we move house. And so we do have cables strewn everywhere, and this is basically what we have. So you're looking at 14.8 kilowatts, and it powers most, if not all, of our home. And as you see, we're in a forest. So our view of the sky is somewhat limiting. Okay, this is a diagram of our system build here at home. It actually shows the 2 AC200Ls and how we've actually integrated them into our system. So we started with a very small number of panels, and we've added a lot of panels over quite a long time, actually. Over 3 years, actually, we've gotten to the size of the system that we have. We started only with one. So we had one of these AC200Ls, we had the solar generator only, and then we probably had maybe no more than 1,200 watts of solar panels attached to it. If you look at some of my earlier videos, you might see how much smaller the solar array was back then. Then we added some batteries. We added the B300 batteries for extra storage. That took the system from 2 kilowatts of storage to about 6 kilowatts. And then we found that we needed to add more solar panels to it. And so fast forward to present time, our energy needs have kind of grown on for solar. And then we've also had to grow the number of solar panels. So you could actually start with just one system like the AC200L. I think they've got the Elite 300 right now, and you can add a small number of panels. You could actually start with one panel, and then you could grow it from there. And then once you've bought that and you realize that it no longer serves your needs, it's like, so what do you do with it? How do you grow it? So this is what we did. We basically integrated it with a second AC200 that we had. So while they share common battery system, they are separate in their sort of 120 volt inverters. So we plug stuff into each one of these, and basically we run extension cords throughout most of the house actually, so that we run lighting, refrigerators, and stuff like that. So we standardized on 100-watt solar panels in strings of 4. So 400 watts per string, combined voltage 80 volts DC. We are fusing them at 10 amps. So if we have a tree that falls through part of the array, then we have a major fault, and we have a short circuit in here, then the fuse should take care of that as a safety measure. The solar controllers we standardized on MPPT 100 20s. These come from Victron. They allow for up to 100 volts DC, which it works for us, and the 20 is a maximum current output of 20 amps. And these are designed for charging 48 volt, 52 or plus volt lithium iron phosphate batteries. The cable is that we use for integrating the Bluettis is the SolarX 4K cable. This is actually supplied by Bluetti, and then we're showing the our stack of batteries in here in this 30 kilowatt. Actually, since this was drawn, we've actually added another 2 kilowatts to the system, so that gives you an idea just how flexible this system is. And we are just about to add another Victron solar controller into the mix here as well. So then we'll have a total of 4 Victron smart solar controllers into the same system. And then if you're interested in seeing what that looks like in operation, then just drop a comment in the video or a like, and then you should hear more from me in terms of how that project goes. Okay, so here's the YouTube attached video of my solar system bill of materials. We've got some itemizations of all of the different part numbers that I've actually used in here. The 100-watt solar panels I standardized on are just easier to handle. They're relatively low cost. When I built this system, I knew that some were going to get damaged or broken. Fuses for safety, circuit breakers for safety, the charge controllers, the Bluetti AC200Ls, because I just happen to have those already, and rather than write them off, I wanted to try and integrate them into the whole system. The cables to connect those Bluettis into the main battery system was what we've got here. We've got 2 of those. EcoWorthy sometimes sells batteries, and if you buy 6 of them, that's the cheapest way you'll get them. And they very often will throw in the rack mount for free, which is worth, I think it's worth the best part of $500. So as well as the discounted unit price on the batteries, you get a rack mount, and then you get all cabling, including the communications cables that you would need. And you're looking at a price today on Amazon for just under $5,000. All of these parts have the affiliate links, so while you won't pay any more money using them, you do actually help support me and the creation of new videos. MC4 extension cables is what I primarily standardize on cables too short. You can easily lengthen them. You can get them to connect to the circuit breakers directly. You can use them for going into charge controllers. You've got other equipment in here. I've got the electric fence posts. These are packs of 30 you see in my video. That's what I used. We're sheltered here, so we get very, very little wind. These panels very, very rarely blow over, and maybe just 1 or 2 of them might blow over and not the whole array, so that's fine. So $500 worth of solar mounting hardware there. Then we've got some 4x4 pieces of wood, pressure treated. You can buy those from the local hardware store. If you buy them in this quantity, you probably get them quite a bit cheaper than the $11 a piece that I've got listed in here. And I've got them on cinder blocks. I think they're like a couple of dollars each or something like that. Now, to make things useful, I've got a string schedule. I've got a category summary in here as well to give you a breakdown of what it is that we actually have in here. And as far as the cost estimate, we're showing 18,313. If you're having to pay for labor as well, then you could easily be upwards of 28,000. But if you're doing a DIY build, you can play around with some of these numbers. You can zero some of these out. We didn't put ours on a roof, so we can zero that out as well. Freight for panels, battery equipment. Nope, I don't think you'll pay for any freight if you're ordering from Amazon. We can put zero in here as well. Calculated contingency. Sometimes it's good to just allocate a little bit of money in here. In case you need any tools or something, or a device that you don't have, or you don't have enough of something gets broken, then with a contingency, you're looking at a total project budget not exceeding $19,322. And I hope this helps you. If you need any help in producing your own document sets, then feel free to reach out to me. You can either message me or add a comment to the video, and I'm more than happy to help anybody with coming up with their own drawing sets. Here's another document which I've also made available in the files for this YouTube video, and this is basically the solar array system spec sheet for what we have. It talks a little bit about the reasoning about what we add in here, or all the ingredients that we have here. There's enough information really to sort of completely build this system. Or a version of it on your own property. The only thing that we don't list in here is the extension cords that you would need to plug into the inverters, because we haven't tied this system into the electrical system of the house. We are mostly running extension cords. If you check out some of my other videos, you will see how we've done things like connecting our water heater to this whole system and everything else. Anyway, this document is also available for you to use in case it helps either you or your system builder, or if you're looking to go through some kind of a permitting process. If